As I'm recording this, I really don't know which one of these I'm going to start with. Of course, you've clicked on the thumbnail and you already know, so this kind of pointless to record this. However, I want to say thanks to Pop Collectibles for getting both of these out to me super fast. If you want to get either one of these, you can certainly do it. Link in the description below. I think we got to go with this one. I think we got to go Fennec. For those want to click this one, you clicked the wrong video. Click the other video. Just saying. So let's get her out. Although she does look, she looks pretty good. Not gonna lie. So both of these just arrived today. So pretty excited for that. TMS 068, and the blogger photos looked amazing. So I have no doubt she's going to be great. But you don't know unless you actually unbox it and figure out what the hell's going on. Let's see. Let's find out. Got a little insert there. That's definitely the figure. You can tell by the little texture on the skin there and whatnot. That's good looking. All right, let's go to this. All right, we got anything underneath? No, we don't. All right, let's get to this. Hope you guys are excited for this as much as I am. I love adding, named characters in the Star Wars collection. I love my clones too. I love my troopers and all that stuff. But a named character with a new head sculpt. From a show that, questionable ratings in it. Damn. Like I love black and orange. I mean, just look, orange, just saying. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this thing. We've got all kinds of stuff. I want to see this head sculpt. I want to see it. Let's see here. We've got some interesting packaging for the head here. Let's get that off. So she's got little strands here. So they've protected that. So that's cool. All right. So I guess they wanted to make sure the strands didn't stick to the sculpt. So I can appreciate that. That's cool. The question is, how the hell am I going to get this off? So I got to go down here and around. Oh shoot! You're going to be difficult. Okay, we're going to go this way. All right, there we go. All right, that was the simplest way to do that, dude. Let's just admire this for a second if we can. Can we do that? Let's just. Look at that sculpt. Wow. Hot Toys, you have once again nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Look at that sculpt. That expression is on point. It is. I mean, the hair, even though it's sculpted hair, which I'm glad it's sculpted hair. Sculpted hair. I'm pretty sure we got a wired ponytail thing going on. Wow. Look at that. Dude. I mean, there's a lot more to see here, but just first impressions. Whoops, got one of my cables there. First impressions, wow. All right, let's get into the accessories. The first thing off, I have to say, I have a complaint about the base. It doesn't have the footprints. It has like this texture on it, but no footprints, so that kind of sucks. But Fennec right there, normal crotch grabber. Nothing to write home about with that, to be quite honest with you, but no shocker, really. A couple notables, which I think are pretty cool. A little spotchka bottle is nice. They've got nice little blue acrylic stuff in there, so it doesn't, obviously it's not a liquid, but it looks good. And so I think they did a pretty good job of that. I'd like to see more cool accessories like this. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Kind of dig that. These accessories probably won't use, but I will show you because they come in the package. So you got a little money bag. Again, it's nice. It's like a linen-ish material with the darker side on one and pull strings, and that's fine. And then you get some Republic credits, and they got Republic symbols on them, so definitely Republic credits. But I don't know. They're fine. We knew they were coming with the figure. It's just I'm not terribly excited about them. Let's go to the DL44 first. Let's go. Let's take a look at this DL44. It's a little modified. Got some like brass gold stuff going on here. We got a little sight picture there. Kind of dig that. We've seen somewhat of a mold like this before, but I think this one's nicely done. Nice wooden handle there. So kind of dig that. Looks pretty good. Nice dry brushing and whatnot. But I think the star of the show, other than the head sculpt, obviously, is going to be this rifle. It is cool. All kinds. And there's actually some functionality with it, which I totally wasn't expecting. And nicely done, Hot Toys. But we got this nice scope on the top. Nice dry brushing going on along the sides. Down here, the carriers. We've got, I don't think there's any motion. No, I tried this earlier. Is there No, there's no motion there. I thought maybe I could pull. Yeah, anyway, you can't. There's no motion there. There's motion back here. But it's nicely done. The sling does not come apart. So it doesn't come off. It's not meant to come off, so don't take it off. It's not a thing, but it does have this nice orange and black motif here going on. So that's not, it looks, all this stuff looks great, guys. I got to be honest with you. So this is like a matte black, and then here we've got a gray. You can see the difference in color tones going with that. And then back here, this is kind of cool, the stock, or the butt stock here, extends. Now, I don't know why you would need it to extend. Maybe for posing, it might make more sense. I don't know. But they do have this dagger that the instructions say can be stored in here. So you actually just push that back in. And the dagger, which is ever so small, look at this thing. It is tiny. And it's supposed to go in there, right? Oh, hold on. Let's see if I can do this. And it says it can be stored in there. But quite frankly, it just falls out most of the time. Well, it's not going to fall on it. Look, there it goes. If there's a friction method to get it stuck in there, I haven't found it. But it's nice. I mean, this is so small. You got a black handle, metal-ish tip going on there. It is plastic, by the way. But it's designed to go in there for storage. I'm not going to do that for fear of this is end up on the floor and I would never, ever find it. And so, I'm just going to not do that. But this thing looks quite fantastic. Pretty happy with this, all things being considered. Hands-wise, we got a couple of relaxed hands that actually come on the figure. These are all black gloved hands. There's nothing to write home about here. You get 2 fists for punching. You get 2 blaster holding hands. And then you get this hand right here for holding the Republic credits, or maybe the money bag, or the dagger, however you want to do it. Little hands right here. And one thing to note, this will make you posers out there very happy. Look at the flexibility of the hands. Look, it's not going to be a problem getting this hands around the blaster rifle, so I'm pretty excited about that. And then we've got this. Now, to be fair, I'm not sure how often I'm going to use it or display mine with this on it, because the head sculpt is so damn good. I mean, just in the few minutes I've had to spend with this thing, it's so damn good. But this is cool too. Dry brushing going on here, in orange and dark, reds and burgundies going on, the grays. I mean, look at this thing. Got chipping. Oh, so good. So the only downfall, I would have preferred a different head sculpt with this, but this is why I said I'm not going to use this thing, or probably won't. This head mouth plate detaches, and you put this on top of I'll show you in a second, but I'll put this on top of the figure, and this goes on. Now, there is padding in here. I don't know how well it's showing on camera. There's some padding there, and there's padding here, but that still scares the crap out of me for long term. So, we'll see. I really like the design. I just would have rather had like a second sculpt, even if it cost me another $30 or so to have it. I would have preferred that. All right, so let's take a look at the figure, because honestly, it's quite good. We already kind of looked at the head sculpt a little bit earlier, but they nailed it. They absolutely nailed it. I'm kind of curious at how these guys, I kind of would like them to be less flyaway. That's a thing. But, we'll see over time how it plays out. But the head sculpt is great. The expression, they nailed it. Love the coloration going on the hair. I mean, look at it. They just absolutely nailed it. I'm wondering, is this all right, so it looked like this part here was like a joint, but it's not really a joint. But you see like the braids going in here with the color going through here and the top layer. So there is a wire in there. I'll bend that here in a little bit when we get to posing. But there is a wire in here, and you can actually bend it, throw it over the shoulder if you choose. Head joint, you got a separate neck and head, so you can pretty much do whatever you want. Although, this is going to get in the way if looking up too much, so that's a thing. I don't think that's going to bother much of anybody. But look at the detail on the stitching and I knew there would be a lot of texture going on here just from the show, but look like right in here. Look at all this little texture they've got going on here. I mean, it's quite good. I mean, different patterns going on from this section here to this section down to here. It reminds me of kind of like the Fifth Element, like they had like the wind and the water things on the rocks. Kind of reminds me of that. And it goes down here, and then you've got this bright orange elbow pads with like chipped off paint and weathering and battle damage and whatnot. And then you've got the gauntlets with the black and orange. I mean, character design and costume design on point, no doubt about it. This thing is fantastic. flipping fantastic and beautiful. Look at the different textures and patterns they've got going on the comma as well. It goes down, and then you've got this nice orange. I mean, just whoo, good looking, man. Good looking. We got some range of motion. Now, there's a little bit of resistance going on here due to this. However, one of the most important things is going to be what kind of bend and I think I know what kind of bend we've got. And yes, I can confirm that is a double jointed elbow. Hot Toys can absolutely give us a double jointed elbow on a female figure. It's unflippin' believable. I just, look at that scar she's got going on the skin. Anyways, unbelievable. Can't believe it. Nice pleathery material on the back. And then you've got the boots, which are split. So that's nice. I kind of dig that. That looks good. What kind of knee we got? Got a double bend on the knee. We got double jointed everything. That's freaking fantastic. Now, one of the things they didn't have to do, which I really could care less if they did, but they gave us this feature where you can take the belt off. It's just Velcro. We'll go ahead and do that now because I'll never, ever do this again. But you can take the belt off right there. And then you've got, let's see here. It's on this, yes, right here. You can actually pull this back section right here to reveal she's been modded. Now, to be quite honest with you, this is the least impressive part of the entire figure. There is some depth to it. It's not just a straight like paint job. There's some actual sculpt and depth to that. And I know why they did it. I just, I'm never going to display mine like that. That's just kind of a gimmick, I guess, if you will. But anyways, there's that. Does it limit our range of motion? Does it limit? Oh man, torso. Oh, there ain't a whole lot of torso twist going on here. If you go back and look at the blogger photos, I mean, there's some torso twist, but there ain't a whole lot there at all. You go back and look at the blogger photos, like the poses are very stoic. They're very boring, I guess, if you will. And sometimes the blogger photos are amazing. The poses are amazing, but this round, it's kind of boring. Which is fine, I guess. But I'm just admiring the textures and details. And I guess we can go ahead and do this. We'll go ahead and put this guy right here. I guess if we put it on the right way, it'd probably be helpful. So we're going to have our helmet, right? If I can do this the proper way, if I don't do this upside down. This goes right here. Actually, I guess we should put the bottom part on first. Yeah, maybe. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm probably going to do that first. And then there's two slight pegs. This guy goes in. You can see I'm trying to do this on camera, which I generally wouldn't advise. But we're doing it. So I really don't want to have like an area where we get paint rub on our figure. I'm really being quite careful about that, to be honest with you. So I'm getting that. That's fine. That's not a problem. All right, you're good. And there's two, if you can see, there's two slits, and that's where those things peg in. So I got that one, no problem. And then we got this one. Okay. All right. So be careful with it. Put the belt back on later. But there it is. It looks great. It's just, I don't know. If you're going for the assassin look, like if you're going for like Clone Wars assassin look, then absolutely go with this. But the head sculpt's just, I don't know. Even though it's got the padding on there, I don't really trust it for paint degradation. And, it's just too good to risk, honestly, in my opinion. But that's what she looks like. So, yeah, let's pose her up. So here we go, guys. We got Fennec Shan standing on the display base, which, funny enough, I got to be honest with you, her legs are so short that the crotch grabber that's on the stand, like she's literally, let me show you this. I barely have her feet like spread apart at all. And look how her foot is literally hovering in the air. So there's some, anyways, so there's that. I just thought that was kind of funny. Anyways, look at this head sculpt, guys. It is unflippin' believable. Hot Toys absolutely nailed it. 10 out of flippin' 10 head sculpt. Sculpted hair, 10 out of 10. Tailoring 10 out of 10. It's just beautiful. I've yet, and bear with me, I've only had it for a few minutes, been messing around with it. I haven't found any potential problems yet. Okay, I already mentioned like the helmet thing going on, but if you don't use it, it's not a problem. Yeah, I like visually, absolute standout figure in the display. Now it helps that the head sculpt is 10 out of 10, but it also helps with the character design, costume design. Black and orange is always a winner. I don't care what kind of design you got going on. Black and orange just works. I mean, the tailoring on this thing is beautiful. The boots, like I said, it would have been an 11 out of 10 if it had the footprints and the sand base, but it doesn't have that. So I had to knock off a few points for that. But outside of that, it's absolutely beautiful. So we just went with a just basic pose here. We're going to do some more dynamic stuff, but I wanted to do something simple because if you have yours just kind of standing straight up and down like this on your display and you don't want to go dynamic, she's still going to look just as good. So let's take a look at another pose. I've got her with her sniper rifle looking all kinds of amazing. I mean, just take a look at this sculpt, guys. How could you not use that sculpt? How you could possibly put a helmet on, I don't know. It looks like. Anyways, check out this bend. Crazy bend. And one thing I will tell you, you do not have to worry about her firing her blaster rifle. You're totally safe from Fennec because her hand can't actually see how I can do this as a dark figure. Her hand can't actually reach. I'm gonna try and do this. I'm gonna mess up my pose. But her hand can't reach. Her finger can't reach the trigger. Like it can't reach. Please don't fall over after I took all that time getting that pose. So dual wielding. We got the long rifle here with that awesome sling on there. Look at all kinds of, look at that. And I went ahead and put in the DL-44 pistol, a blaster down there as well. And yeah, like she looks the part. Like no reservations about her like falling over really, because the friction on the ankle joints is quite tight. And also you get the friction of the shoe cover things. I don't know what the hell you call them things. But anyways, the boots, nice friction there, plenty of ankle motion, and you can get her to pose right here just in a simple, almost like a walking pose, like she's getting ready to pounce and do something awesome. But I really just can't get over how good this sculpt is. I hope you guys didn't sleep on this one. I know the show was controversial. Not a lot of people liked it. Not a lot of people liked it. Whatever. But damn. And just like that, we've got a pose with Boba Fett. Honestly, that's one hell of a good pose for Boba Fett. Not gonna lie. And then obviously we got Fennec. And yes, I've once again used the in-game battle damage Thanos display base. So a couple things about this pose with Fennec. Obviously, the double bend on the elbow is extreme, which is awesome. The material doesn't hinder anything. That's nice to have. Little bit of hindrance in getting the thigh up, and it's the suit material being as tight as it is, and it be a shorter, stockier body. Well, not stockier, but shorter body. Not a whole lot of give on there. So I did the best I could. You can see about any more than that, and you're really stretching it, right? So I've got her up there like that. But she looks awesome next to Boba. And honestly, they look good just like this. And this would be, honestly, a pretty damn good display. I'm going to have to do another pose, which means I'll have to tear this apart and do another one. But you can see right there, you see her eyes in there. We've got the rifle going on. And just look good. Now, she does have a holster on her right thigh for the DL-44. I just don't see me using it. I don't want to mess with it. And honestly, if you have it there, she's got her tabards there covering over it, you wouldn't know it's there anyway. So what's the point? Why mess with the pleather if you don't have to, right? I think these two look fantastic together. So hopefully you got them both. And yeah, hope you're happy with them. Let's do another pose. And here we go, guys. We got Fennec with another. This is the I forget what the hell they call this Fett. The one, the reclaimed armor. Hell, I don't remember what they call it. Anyways, this is one with all the bird poop Fett. And I figured somebody might be interested to see what these two look like with the head sculpt, because I really didn't feel like reposing my other Fett, because honestly, if you guys saw that, they look pretty badass. But Fennec, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Now, I cheated on this pose, I must admit. We've got the DL-44 blaster there, and she's actually using the relaxed hand there and really just not even I'm cheating. I'm cheating on the pose. But the double bend on the elbow is fantastic, by the way. Can we just relive how awesome that sculpt is right next to this sculpt? Just great. Now, I do have one word of advice. The hands, the pistol blaster holding hands, they are maneuverable, they're flexible, all that kind of stuff. However, the stock and the grip on this rifle is so freaking wide that it is straight up a challenge. See how wide that thing is? It is straight up a challenge to get her hands around that. So that's a little bit of a, if I grab this remote, a little bit of a challenge. So, and not terrible, but you got to just be patient with it, right? These two, I mean, come on. How could you not be happy with, we'll pause right there. Look at that lighting. How could you not be happy with that? Now, I know some of you guys are waiting on me to break out the throne and do the whole Fett on the throne and Fennec sitting on the side and all that, but I'm for sure confident that it's been done 1,000 times, and I don't see me displaying mine that way. I know it's screen accurate, but I don't know. It's boring. It's been done. So I don't plan on doing that. So this is what we got. We got Fennec here looking all kinds of awesome. We've got Fett Man once again looking all kinds of awesome, and I am super excited to have this. Now, don't forget, if you haven't already subscribed, I do have the Cosca Reeves video coming out right after this one, and then lo and behold, they released Cad Bane, so that's coming as well. If you want to pick any of these figures up, check out Pop Collectibles. There's a link in the description below. As always, collect what you like. See you next time.